Just below the surface, many sounds can be heard: the crowd's marching step, the people's chatter and sigh as they commute for their activities, all blend in like a TV static. Yet, in the middle of this all, a distinct sound can be heard: the clacking of a giant iron worm and the piercing sound as it makes it stop. Then, as it opens its sides, a foreign language can be heard, as if following a command. Many people went in and out of its body. There, a boy can be seen opposing a stream of crowd to get out. He has experienced this many times before, but it is not easier. The boy breathed a sigh of relief, composed himself, and ready to walk to the surface. The city of Beijing, a bustling metropolis where there are people as far as the eye can see. A second home for Dre after moving from Detroit, and also a place where he faced adversities. Here he found many obstacles trying to fit in, but he was never discouraged, always finding solutions to his problems. Eager to go home, he began sprinting. He ran past through the crowd with agile movements, avoiding people and obstacles in his way like a water through crevices. Many eyes were on him, but he didn't feel shy. After all, he almost reached his home. On the other side of the world, America, a boy who reluctantly quit his school can be seen readying himself for a flight departure. John, a well-known troublemaker in his school, was a normal student. Up until a year before his departure, he was involved with a local gang. What starts as a normal outing with friends turns criminal. John was influenced by his bad peers and gradually became less and less sociable, but the transgressions become bigger until it turned into a scandal. John's parents, who are influential and wealthy family, pressured John to quietly quit his school and move to a different country. There, in Beijing, as John walked through the crowd, enjoying the scenery, he saw a boy running through. John took interest with the boy, remembered his face, and continued on. A new year of school has begun and students start to flock to their class. Dre, with his friends, walked toward their classroom filled with chatter. The class is filled with enthusiasm and peals of laughter as they anticipated a fun school year. Time flies by. The school bell rang, marking the beginning of the learning process. As the teacher tried to calm and herd the students to their seats, a boy walked into the classroom. "This is John, a new student in our class. He also comes from America, so please help him as well," said the teacher. John looks around and he noticed the boy he saw before is in the same class. He gave him a friendly wave and Dre reciprocated. John was asked to sit near Dre. The two find many similarities as they have the same American background and interact very well in school. The school ended and students began to rush out of school. It has been 2 weeks since the school year began and John enrolled into the school. In his eyes, Dre is special not only from their similar background, but John saw a potential in Dre. He calculated his moves and began to approach Dre. "Yo, Dre, mind showing me around?" John asked. Dre, who is familiar with the locale, agreed to help him. Dre showed him the nearest parks, market, shops, and general walkable path or alleyway. John is very thankful for this. They both had fun. They talked about things in America. The two of them became fast friends, and Dre accompanied John to their usual routes multiple times around the city, until one day John had a different air around him. He seemed tense, like he was ready for something. They went to their usual route, and John suddenly took a handful of things, yelled, "Run!" and began sprinting. Dre, getting caught up in the situation, just followed John running away. After they are both alone, Dre, knowing that stealing is wrong, asked John why did he do what he did. But John did not answer him. He just shoved what he stole into Dre's hand. "This is yours. You deserved it." Dre, confused with what had transpired, just went along with it, thinking this incident was just a one-time thing. Few days later, John repeated the same thing again, but this time the shop owner's son started chasing them, knowing there was a thief before. John ran first and Dre followed him after. Dre, being nearer to the shop owner's son, got into a push and pull during the run, and Dre, in the high tension, made a lapse of judgment and punched the son away. Dre hit him with a force that broke the son's nose and leaving him on the ground while John and Dre ran away. Days have passed since that day. Rumors began spreading of Dre beating the shop owner's son, and John returned to America after some people sent by his parents took him away. Dre felt he was shunned and was looking for Mr. Han for advice. But Mr. Han was already aware of the incident and was very disappointed in him. He yelled, but he was able to regain his composure immediately. "How could this happen, Dre?" he asked. Dre explained it was in the heat of the moment and he made a lapse of judgment. "You are too prideful," Mr. Han affirmed. Then Dre was reminded of his journey and growth so far in Beijing, how he was humbled by bullies and had the right heart and mindset to choose the right thing. Mr. Han wanted Dre to repeat that thing again and told him that there's going to be many setbacks in life, but and you would have to face its consequences. Dre, filled with hope again, decided he had to apologize for his actions. Unsurprisingly, the shop owner and his son did not accept his apology and told him off and shooed him away. Dre accepted this outcome, swearing that he will never make the same mistake again and will do his best to help his friends. His first step would be to get along with his old friends again.